Welcome back to this Let's Play of The Last Remnant. Last time we actually went back and started helping out Roberto after, sort of leaving him hanging for a couple, 20 episodes or so. And in doing so, we got trapped here in a place called the Final Fortress. Sounds ominous. But, well, it is in fact a place that you will come to right at the end of the game, but
come on out!
We're nowhere near the end of the game. They just sort of taunt you with it. There's a nice little morsel here that increases the dig count.
Okay, later.
I am not too concerned about that anymore. It's more of a convenience factor, but than an actual sort of necessity at this point. I have enough digs that I can actually sort of make it through my harvesting runs fairly efficiently, and I have another option for how to do the money machine later, but they require you to have the key at this point, which I don't know why they bothered. I mean, you can't get to this area without using that key,
Come on out! Okay, later.
And there's a guy here, there's a monster here that's only here during this quest. So if you want to fight him, you gotta fight him now.
Let's do this!
I believe on the Xbox 360 he was part of an achievement. He's the Void Intruder. And I don't think he's gonna be particularly hard, but you never know. Well, I think he's paralyzed rather than silence. And he's just one of these big demon things. And we'll see how merry-go-round slaughters us. Yeah, look, he killed one unit. Yeah, you see, merry-go-round is all kinds of stuff. Yeah, this guy might be more challenging than I thought. Oh, we've got Roberto there to act as a meat shield while we bring all our party members back. Merry-go-round is one of those things where it's just very random. It's based actually on where your characters are placed relative to the enemy, but since you can't really micromanage your locations, it may as well be totally random. There might be some things you can do with it as far as where you are relative to having people break in and out of the fight as needed, but it's not something you can really predict. Let's see if we can get some side attacks in there. Roberto's other sort of trick or shtick is that he can use one of the rare weapons in the game, which is really good. And so he's actually a fairly good character to have. I'm not going to use him this time around because I want to get the other quest by siding with Ophelia, but you don't actually have to do Ophelia's quest to get the I have done every quest, but I'm gonna do all the quests, you know, just sort of for moral reasons rather than for stupid completionist reasons rather than just, you know, actual benefit I would get from the game. Now that we've kind of set up that our characters are, you know, flanking this guy, we don't actually have to maintain that. All we need to do is have one person maintaining sort of his facing. So, even though Roberto is actually the only guy who has him deadlocked at this point, everybody else is doing these flank attacks without any trouble. And flank attacks, of course, also have, and rear assaults, have the benefit that he doesn't get to make any counterattacks. I suppose I should keep Roberto alive if that's going to be my strategy. Yeah, it's going to take more than a miracle to get this guy out of this situation. Oh, I'm surprised he's survived this long. There we go.
Sweet!
Excellent.
Little by little, I hope to put this power to great use.
And we get to capture this guy. I'd rather just have this stuff at this point. Not actually what I was looking for drops from him, but oh well. And that's just sort of a side fight for this joyful charge through Siebenberg. And we go head on to the 5th path, but I'm going to save it first. Now these various paths, I think I've actually been to the 5th path before. I can't remember. I think this is the one that's outside Roche. And if you look at the world map, it's quite a ways away, but I guess we don't have the map. That would have been sort of the first indication that we have in fact been here, but I think the 4th path is the only one I actually have the map for at this point. Uh-oh. Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Yeah, okay, well there's more of these were-dragons wandering around. They're annoying, but, you know, it's like those giant space lizards devour the sun every couple years. I can't remember that quote exactly. I probably shouldn't try to quote it if I can't remember it, but I don't even know if anyone will actually get that quote. But it's annoying, but what can you do? Not like anybody really remembers the minibar war, but you know, hey. To complete this quest, you just have to back out onto the map. They don't show up as a guest union, but we've rescued the guys we were here to rescue. Sorry, no food for you, Mr. Were-Dragon. You do have to fight 20 of those guys at some point, so maybe I should just sort of get on with it. But I'm going to wait until I have Mystic Seal formation before doing a lot of those random fights. Just because, well, if we're going to fight them, we might as well get some skill grind out of it, even out of weak enemies. The Mystic Seal formation I'm not going to get for a little while, though. And, you know, essentially Ophelia wants to go out and crush people, and Roberto wants to ponder. And, well, we're going to side with Ophelia. and get some more money. And that's probably... That quest took us only, I think... I'm gonna have to look it up, but... Probably is 20 episodes to complete. Not because we spent that much time on it, but just because it was, we just decided to stop in the middle of it. Anyway, I am going to end this episode here, and see you next time.